And we're live! Good evening, Dong!
Good afternoon, Dai. It's 7:05 p.m. in the Philippines.
And it's 3:05 p.m. in the UAE. Pero 3:07, good Dong. Pero
Alright.
3:05, ako nag-iingon. Match na lang na.
So, wala ka na lang. Okay na. Yeah, let's talk.
So, Dong. Hello, guys. How are you? If you have any questions, please write them down the chat below.
Chat lang.
Chat lang po. We're live right now and we can answer any questions.
Yeah.
Okay, Dong. So tell me about your day.
My day? Yeah. So that's what first thing, di ba nakatulog ko? Around 4:30
p.m.
I guess 4:30 a.m.
Oh yeah, 4:30 a.m.
We ended our stream 4:30 a.m.
Yeah,
and
around that time.
Let me just tell you, I'm hanging my clothes outside, so maybe.
Yes, we can hear your board mates. Hello to your board mates.
So I'll just make this quick. Peace and quiet na to.
Yeah.
So, ito? Ang sana po?
So then why are you hanging your clothes at 7 p.m.?
So this is what happened. I woke up early. 8:30.
Okay.
8:30. And then I checked my Facebook. I saw the notification that Mary challenged me to do the 25-day push-up challenge to raise awareness on PTSD.
Yeah, interesting.
So that I did it. I thought it would be a great reason to start working out.
Yeah, because now you have a motivation.
Yeah. So I did it. I killed myself doing the push-up. 25 push-up.
Will we be able to see that soon?
Yeah, I'll upload it directly on Facebook. Facebook na lang.
Facebook na lang. Go.
Gusto mo ko i-challenge. And then what they're talking about is more interesting.
Gusto ko pa ilang tingong doon kasi sa mo na to. What are they talking about?
About meat.
About?
Meat. Yeah.
Can you spell that?
Huh? Meat.
What's that?
Beef, pork, chicken.
Beef?
Meat.
I mean, why?
Types of meat.
Japan, I heard Japan. Nag-eavesdrop na sa ilalim. And everybody will know that we are eavesdropping.
Dahil sa pagkaluto, ang iyang pat mo ganyan mabulong sa init sa iyong pakpak. Nauna sa Japan naman, ay nang gusto nila ay
So, do you know what I'm doing now?
What?
I am editing our PowerPoint. Make it look more presentable.
Look good. Making it look good.
Yeah, not good. I don't think so, but looks presentable. I don't want you to be disappointed if I say it's good and then it doesn't look good.
You're applying the principle of under promising but over performing.
Yeah, hopefully that's what I'm doing. I'm eating yogurt with some mango yogurt with some fresh bananas and kiwi. Merienda. How about you, Tom? What's for dinner?
I don't know. Maybe they have leftovers. I can eat their leftovers.
So tell me what happened with you and Claire.
Wait. Mag-push up pa ganyan ko.
Ay, nag-push up pa ka. Okay, sorry.
Nag-push up ko and then I remembered what Mentor Rob said about morning. The morning should conquer hard tasks in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So you can
Oh yeah.
Yes. Remember that?
When the frog wakes up, he kills. Stop.
When you wake up in the morning, swallow a frog.
Swallow a frog.
Try to swallow a frog.
So ganyan.
So I tried to swallow a frog.
And how
I did the push-ups. I did 11 straight. I got stuck in 11.
You got stuck at
11.
11.
Then I slowly worked my way towards 25. That's it.
So how long did it take you?
Around a minute and a half, I guess.
Oh, that's fast.
Less than 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
How am I gonna?
What are you doing?
I washed my Usana bags.
Mm-hmm.
Because, for disinfecting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finding a way how to hang it.
Usana bags, okay. How many do you have? For every AO you have
3.
Okay.
One bag.
One bag. Are they having dinner though?
Yeah. You jealous? Are you jealous that you're having dinner and I'm not having?
No. You should get your dinner soon. So nice.
Na-erase ang logo dito. Laban ako.
Ang dami nila kay kagkusot dong.
Kampat. Dan.
Good.
Yung pag siguro ko.
Ang taguan na. 150 na itong Jollibee kanina. Wala na kay kuan ng voucher, sayang.
Naman to yung so Coke float.
Gani. Tapos pila man itong Coke float yung mahal.
Na-remind ko kay Jordan. Nami baligya sa una ang Coke float din. Nasa ubos ang kuwan. Ang ice cream. Ka-remember ka to?
Wala.
Nasa ubos ang ice cream. Coke float siya pero nasa ubos ang ice cream.
Tapos?
Kasi tawag na.
Coke sink.
Coke sink?
Sa di ay.
Kalimut ako di tawag ako. Ano kasi yung nga ni Jordan?
Nadi ay gyud, nadi ay kanang official.
Uy, ana sa una. Ana sa una.
Tapos sa nga ni Jordan.
Float Coke daw.
Ayun, nakasabot ang
Na-OJJ ko ato ba?
Nadi na doon.
5 minutes siguro ko sige katawa. Float Coke. We went about our day ba? And then, makilala lang kong ingon ng float Coke. Nakatawa na po ko.
Happy cake ka.
Na-OJ, pato ba?
Sabi na ko, katong Jollibee story ni Jordan ba na kuan. Katong mali sa order. Ay, namali og hatag. Mali ang yatag sa iya ha. Hindi mo yung order.
Alay,
Tapos nakauna niya. Tapos papulihan niya po.
Oo.
Kaya lang.
Bitaw ka to.
Ka-remember ko.
George man ko na ko. George na ko isa. Want me to tell the story again?
Isa?
Ingon akong story usab ba?
Sige, go.
Nakakami sa Jollibee. Ito, nag-order siya. Yung i-order. Ano ito? Kalimutan ko yung i-order. Nag-order ko sa taon. Alam nga, mag-order sa tambal sa Jollibee. Diba?
Okay, Dom.
I'm getting sidetracked.
Yeah, you're getting sidetracked.
Ito na. Order siya. Yung i-order. Cheesy bacon champ. Cheesy bacon mushroom champ. Itong bago sa Jollibee. And then, ako na. Ulat mi sa order. Yan, abot na. Ako na mi. Ikaw lang po niya yung girl. Ang niabot, champ. Champ lang, ito normal nga champ. Yung mas mahal ba ito yung order kaysa champ. Ito nag-strong ko. Ito nag-strong ko, ganyan ako sa uy, pailis di na. Uy, hindi man na mao yung order. Ano, sige lang, bay. Sige lang.
Hindi naman confrontation lang si Jordan.
Hindi siya masog. Hindi siya gana. Ato nga time kay Morg, dugay na pupunga ka na. Ay gusto yun ako i-try ba nga mag-strong sa restaurant kay. you didn't get what you want.
Bucket list ni mo to.
Oo. Sige, ako yung murag spokesperson. Tawag na, kuya, di mo ni ang order ba? Pero napaka na niya, murag halfway done.
Pero later na ba niya na-realize? Or na-realize niya dahil pero padayon na lang niya?
Ambot lang po. Basta ikaw lang po niya. Tapos murag halfway done na siya. Di man ni mao yung order, sir. I forgot what I actually said to sa gate. I called the attention of the wait. And then I told him na mali ang order. So, tanaw niya resibo, tapos tanaw niya ang order. Ang ginakao ni Jude. So, mali yun. Ang gibuhat atong clerk. Ikuha niya ang sir, lisdan lang na mo. Ikuha niya itong burger na ikaon na nakuhaan. Tapos, gilis na nagbago. Certificate siya. So, technically, he ate 1.5 burger for a price of 1.
Should have eaten the other half. Okay, ko nagreklamo.
Ako nagreklamo. Like it. Manang kung ubanon ko nimo mga unta. You know what to do. Nanatay modus.
Oy.
Modus. Kuntay mali. I-try daw nato na din. Kauno nimo tapos 1/4 na lang mobilin. Gani.
No.
So, mali man akong order. May tamo, no?
Gani. Luya po sa kuha no? Basta sila po mong bayad na doon kung mali naman. Lamang mistake.
Bayaran nila na. I guess they will pay for it. That's what happened. That's what happened.
Yeah. Now, tell me about share.
Wait, may push up ba ako?
Doon wala kung hindi mo ginahuman ng story doon. Kanina push up ba? Matanggong na na ba? Push up ka.
Nag-push up. Tapos muna ako push up, na-record na. Na-record na sa akin doon. So I thought, I've already chewed on the frog. Why not swallow it? Ano ba? Hello?
What do you mean swallow and chew?
Nagsugod na ko workout ba? So, magpadayo na lang ko pasigot. So, I decided to kanang humulan ako akong mga sanina. At that mga around 10 siguro. I guess. Then Huwag ako humol. I fell asleep. Nahigda ko kadali niya. I fell asleep. I woke up at 2 p.m. So, nag-order na lang ko. Kapoy naman, order na lang ko pagkaon. Food Panda. Food Jollibee, Ugwan. Coke float. And then, after I ate, higda na food. And then, itawag kalit si Cher. Tawag siya. Asa daw ko, ako sa obrero. Bani ko be. Ngayon niya, banan na ako siya. Tapos, I'm ato daw siya M. Luwelier. So, I geared up. I went to M. Luwelier. So, kami nakita at bang sa step na M. Luwelier. I think he just got off work, I think.
He went to the office? To his workplace?
No, I think he didn't. He didn't go to work. He just went here to do something in Emlawillier. Something they just pawned something, maybe I think they pawned something. So he had a problem. I went there and he was transacting in Emlawillier. So I waited outside. Then he got out. He had a problem. He lost his pawn papers.
Yeah, where is his pawn papers? Mo to na itong SPC?
He lost his pawn papers. And then we walked. Okay, saan mo na? So he was told that he needs to get an affidavit of loss. So he didn't plan to take that on that today. So we just walked towards from USEP. We walked to Gmall to SPC because he needed to buy something in the butika. Sa butika ba? So pagabot naman dito, balik. At na siya sa butika. Wala man, dili available. Pero he thought ba nga dito man siya gikan, basi dito daw nahulog ang patong pawn papers. Niadto may sa may gym sa likod, and then he walked there. He found it. He found his pawn papers laying on the ground. He was so lucky.
Yeah.
I told him that I was his lucky charm.
Taking credit na
then
naman.
He told me if it wasn't for me, kung tayo wala daw ako, di na daw siya magbaktas padulong sa SPC. Wala man siya kasabay, muli na lang siya diretso.
Maupod. So, wala na niya nakita.
Wala na ito niya naadtoan. So, nagbaktas mi. He found his pawn papers. Balik na po mi sa USEP. Baktas na po mi padulong USEP. Baktas mi padulong USEP, and then he did his transactions. And then after the transaction, I walked him to Bahada. Dito na siya nagsakay jeep. Ito namin nag-part ways. And so I like, actually when I get the chance to hang out with Cher, I really grab it. Actually giingon yun ako ni siya towards kung pauli na ba. Ay pauli na siya ba. Giingon yun ako bang utay na ako'y chance share nga magsabay ta, magstorya ta kay i-grab yun ako kay valuable yun kay na kuntay kita na magstoryahan ay ang atong exchange of ideas ba kay kanang priceless ba na or valuable ano ako dingan ako dyan. Bitaw ana din
ano siya yan ang siya
bitaw. We're not just ni anak ko saya ba, we're not just dili ta basta kasi
just
we are not just
you're not just
so I'm gonna tell you what we talked about during our walk.
So you had a very not just conversation.
Yeah, we had a very not just conversation. So I'm just gonna tell you the non-personal stuff. We talked about crowd one, sex, cease and desist order. So we share the same sentiments. Really good siya investment, and then you got something, you paid for something, you got something in return, which is the mura daw na nag-attend kag seminar, di ba, magbayad man ka, nilingkod ka dito, nilingkod ka sa stadium, tapos naminaw ka. So what we're selling is that experience in the comfort of your own home. Ana siya. So, wala lang yun nakitaan sa sec. Inana. Product. Experience. And then, I stressed out my thoughts on staying in the Philippines and ako nawalan ko gana sa Pilipinas kay malagay ka na. When you get a chance to get ahead in life, ginapugngan sa government. Like, ang crowd one, yun akong mas stress out na. Anong, okay man kaayo ang crowd one, anong pugnan man sa gobyerno na. It's not like those investment schemes because it's not an investment schemes.
Yeah.
Moto na akong alami na. Kung dili good ni mo, inan yun ako si share ba. Kung dili ni mo kuhan, basig mo abroad ko share ba. Dili ni mo ma-fix din kuhan. Proud one there is sa Philippines. Abroad ko share ba. Yeah. And then we talked about the government. When you're doing something new, naagid na magpugong. Naagid na dili mo believe.
Yeah.
Ano say mo dili mo believe, naagid ka na pungan ka. So it's your choice ba nga magpapugong ka or magpadayon ka sa imong ginabuhat. And then I talked about him na inana si Elon Musk kato ginapugngan daw siya sa una, ginana ko siya ba. Si Elon Musk pugngan niya sa una pero karon tanawa. This coming May 27, they will be launching the first manned flight commercial manned space flight to the International Space Station.
Yeah.
Diba? Kumalain. He talks about revelation. Ano siya? That's the thing about revelation ba?
Kasi nang kong treasure.
Days. Let's check.
Hello, Dong.
Hello.
I'm sorry for the interruption. Continue.
Yeah. So after I told him about Elon Musk and what was his accomplishments, Cher talked to me about revelation. That's the thing ba siya about revelation. People tend to associate it sa Bible gyud. Kanang revelation, di ba? Pero kada tao, when you have a revelation, for example, kay Elon Musk, he had a revelation ba nga, kailangan nato ma-commercialize ang space flight, kinahanglan nato mapa-mainstream ang electric cars. Kailangan nato pan. So, mo to yung revelation. So, walay masking unsa nga maka-stop sa iya towards achieving that revelation of his. Ito iyang vision ba? Ana. So, mo pod nang nahitabo. Kung libutan na to sa biblical sense, kato mga apostles, na-reveal sila ang truth about Jesus Christ. Ana, so gipakamat yan yun doon nila. Kay kabalos mo to, na-reveal sila habang mao ni Jesus Christ will save us, ana. So ang gospel na-reveal sila ha. So gipakamat yan yun doon nila kay they had a revelation. Ana. So pangitaon po to niyo ba kung ta ikaw, when you have that revelation, mo po na ang mga nahitabo sa mga kinsa pa na nga mga successful nga tao, they had the revelation, and then wala yung makapugong sa ilaha maski unsa pa na di nila sila yung mapugungan. And then they become successful or they went to heaven kung sa ano ba, kung sa mga apostles. Kailangan.
Yeah.
So when you get that spark ba nga yung kay vision, wala yung makapugong sa imo adi kung ano. Ana.
Yeah.
You just need to hold on to that. Kung ano ko tama bitaw. Nakaingon jud ko when we talk, lahi yun ang manggawas.
Gani, nasi-take away ba?
Lagi mga manggawas ba? Gusto yung mga mundane things. Naligsan daw yung iro.
Yung iro na
gani, napiang lang daw. Pero naagi mga bagay nga abot yun sa point nga ka ng mga lahi yun yung mga topic. So, when I get the chance to talk to him or spend time with him, paalong yun na tanan, story at share.
Mo to nagbaktas-baktas kid mo.
Baktas yun, man po na mong habit. Huwag yun na mong habit.
Gani.
Huwag yun na mong trip. Baktas. Say, magtambay, kung tayo adlawon. Sa STI, tambay.
Yeah.
We just talk about anything, about love life, struggles in life, religion, the faith.
Dagan tayo mo nasturyahan? Dagan mo nasturyahan?
Dili, isa na ba? During our walk, morat mo po ito mo nasturyahan. Update sa life niya. Lagi ka na. Lisod. Ang trabaho daw nila kay stay lang siya sa balay. Gani, sa balay lang siya ba? Pwede yapon daw mag-work sa office. Kung mga hinay o internet ba, pwede sila mato sa office. Pero pag sulod nila sa office, bawal na sila magawas. Bawal lumabas.
Bawal na magawas forever? Dito na sila mapuyo?
Dili, pag sulod sila, time in sila. Dili sila pwede magawas for lunch.
Okay.
Pag mo time out na sila, dito pa sila makagawas. Kanya bawal na magpa-deliver pagkaon. So lisod.
As in? Hindi pa layo na yung office.
Fortunate siya nga, dito lang siya sa balay nila. Siya ganahan. Kaya mga update. Actually, wala ko Naba ko yung ingon siya nga update. Wala, siya lang. Naminaw lang dyan ko. Share ko gamay sa akong sentiment. Actually, akong permijod nga gina-feed sa iahis ka to lagi katong Proud One versus Sec. And then I asked him about the video. Gitanaw niya yung video dahil. Watch the video. Itong rant na ako. So may maingon mo siya. Suko daw kay ko. Suko ko dapat. Tapos wala siya ma-happy gani ko, na-happy ko nga, okay, wala ko yung nabuhat na mali. Kanang, naas na ko si Cher, tapos wala ko niya gipungan, wala ko niya ano ba. Ano siya nga, in ato imong style kung ang imong audience daw kay mga crowd 1 members. Ano siya. Kay kung makadungog ang mga dili crowd 1 members ato, ma-shock yun sila. Ano siya. Ito yung explain.
Ma-shock sila sa imong ano?
Kaya nang suko kayo ba?
Suko kayo.
Suko kayo. Ako ang okay daw akong thoughts, pero akong delivery, the delivery is na AJ fault. My delivery narrowed down my audience. Ipagamyan ako akong audience tungod sa katong delivery na ko. Ano siya.
Interesting.
So, kung audience lang ato, mga crowd 1 members, makasabot sila. Pero kung I said the same thing in a different tone, kay mas wide akong audience. Tama po dito. Actually, I regret how I said everything. How I said it in that LS. Okay. Nakakita na po ko video dahil ba nga, dapat yung kalma lang yung ka. Kanang na-jug kay, dapat kanang main sa to, patong kay Joe Rogan siya, about kay Joe Rogan. How can he win an argument? How can you handle an argument? Kalma lang dapat ka, tapos imong posture kay closed lang. Kanang ang imong movements kay dili kayo lang. Collected ka ba? And then you breathe well. Mind your breathing kay para momando na mag-supply og oxygen sa imong brain. And then na-remind na po sa katong mga video ang amygdala gyapon. Ang topic gyapon ng amygdala. Dapat daw po is ang amygdala mo lagi to ma-activate siya fight or flight. May tabo ang fight or flight na mechanism nimo. So masuko ka, mag-yaw-yaw ka, mag-strong ka. That's what happened in that LS. Sumoto, nag-strong ko, pero akong thoughts, nagyapon ng thoughts ba? Logical gyapon akong ginastoya, pero the way I say it, pina-strong. Diba? That's my amygdala working. Wala na akong prefrontal cortex, dili na nag-stop na. Stop nag-work akong prefrontal cortex. Nawala na akong calm. Di na ako calm and collected. Paano ko? Tama. You need to just breathe and then
Stop.
And then walaon daw nimo stop. Stop, take a breath, observe and proceed. And then katong sa yung giingon sa video. Dili daw ka mo parang laito nimo ang tao, kanang imong ka-argue ba?
Ingnon mo bugo.
Ingnon nimo og bugo or ingnon nimo liar siya na out of context na sa inyong gina-argue. Dapat you should ang imo daw buhaton is scrutinize nimo yang argument. Kanang i-dissect nimo ba dili kay ang i-dissect nimo kay ang yang pagkatao.
Yeah, true.
Katong something ad hominem naman to na siya term. Pagkaon kay yang example ba kay nag-debate si Donald Trump. Kanyang ginahira ni Donald Trump kay he's a liar. You've always been a liar. Wala na ito. Out of context na sa out of context na sa ilahang argument sa debate.
So do not be like Donald Trump. Got it?
So kato. To na-realize pag kita po na ako atong video, tama lagi. And then you more respect, you gain respect to Judah. And then pag ingon po ni share nga tama, ginarrowed down ako kong audience because of how I said it.
Yeah.
Gi-praise man niya, ganahan siyang anong gi-analyze, ang analogy na ako, patungkol sa Tesla, ano. But kato lagi, ano siya, you narrowed, dili kato yung ingon na. Ako ang na-understand siyang giingon. Nigamay akong audience tungod ato.
Kuya won't share, uy.
That's what he said. So ano ko, okay, sige. I'll continue to... Pero that does not mean dahil nga delete na to i-upload. Upload yapon to na to. It's something to look back to.
Yeah.
Inani
So
mahitabo kung kuan.
we shouldn't do this. Shouldn't do
inani
that.
mahitabo. Nagyapon to nga series. Kuan gyapon na. Kita gyapon na. We haven't said anything bad, man. I just said the good things in a wrong way. In a counterproductive way. Dili po wrong siguro. But it just depends on your thinking of right and wrong. Or mo to yung he put it in a context na ato. Gamay akong audience tumod ato. And then he told me
you came on too strong.
And he told me nangita na gani siya sa part 2. Asa naman part 2 ng part 1 lang man to.
Wala pa na edit share.
Anya gi-praise ka niya dai, gi-praise ka niya. Malingaw daw siya sa imo kay ora ginapakalma daw ko nimo.
Tapos to, as in to.
Okay. Magana lang ka ba? I-praise niya yung mura kang neutral na. Oto. Tapos, kuhan dyan siya. Marag pagkadungog daw niya kay, si Leo gini nagastorya. Na stereotype na ko niya. Nahilato dyan ko. Nato dahil. Inana di. Marag sa akong mind ba? Okay. That's how I talk good eh. Magana.
Dapat siguro daw next time kay before ta mag-release guys, patanaw sa nato si share. What do you think of this?
Okay lang na. Okay lang na siya. Okay man siya. Okay. It's okay. Why man na unchained or Leo unchained or unfiltered.
Django
unabridged. Unabridged.
Unfiltered.
Wala man, di ba? Wala dyan. I didn't kuan tapos napagod tayo disclaimer sa start. So wala yun. I didn't do anything wrong. I think I didn't do anything wrong. Pagod tayo disclaimer, napagod tayo i-share na ako kay game na ako share ba nga. Wala. Tagana ko share teaser. Ano ko nga na-mention ba na ako share na patong. Naapat ko giingon dito share na patulaging katong gutom, naga-drive ka, tapos gutom ka, nakakita kag sign nga 15 minutes away. Tapos nihunong lang ka sa sign, sige siya katawa. Okay, mga characters, mga panjo daw, mga bugo daw sa tiyang term eh.
Mga
characters. Basta ang terms, basta na, i-describe niya akong characters. Tawanan. Sabi na itong ginan ako siya nga, ako, nagbuhat kong sari-sari store, tapos nag-invest ko og 50,000. Tapos tagan ako kay kong income, tapos ikaw, gainanti ka nga, boy, pagbuhat kong sari-sari store, 50,000 yung mong gasto, pa-income ka, inani ka dako. Isundog po nimo, di ba? Sundog nimo, nagbuhat kong sari-sari store. Pag kumani mo buhat sa sari-sari store, gisirad-anin mo. wala ni mo gi-open.
Mm.
After some time, wala kayo na-income. Tapos, ingnan ni mo scammer to nag-ingon sa mga magpatindog sa sari-sari store. Katawa na po siya.
Wala mo na
Pero may tao ka na.
Wala na mo na ingon yan. Sari-sari store.
Naingon ako na sa ano?
Katog po na video?
Sa continuation. Sa part 2 siguro. Katong i-dissect na gud nato ang CDO.
Sa part 2 guro.
Kato. I think it's worth making it available to the public. Murag, it makes me ako mangyod, ako may nagastorya, ako ang kuan, di ba? It makes me human. It makes me more human. Inani ko, yaw-yaw kung kuan. Wala good. Di ba? Tama ba ko? Okay ba?
Yes,
okay lang ba?
Kasi naman ka ng robotic kay ka.
Dili man po sa robotic. Kaysa naman nga kanang ang good lang imo ipakita. Kanang good tanan ba? Kanang butan kay ko. Hindi. Ano ba? Pero kanang dili pwede gyud ipakita, di ba gyud mo na ipakita kanang mga nitty-gritty na jud kaayo. Di ba? Pero puntay na negative pero kanang dili kaayo. Tama-tama lang. Pagkita na to na silang sir. Kaya ka na mga nitty-gritty kay ma-demonetize mo na.
Mauli.
Pero I don't swear. Nag-swear ba ko? Wala man, di ba?
Wala man.
Nag-swear ba ko? Maski off the air. Wala man, di ba?
Kasi ito, basta nato yung time nag-ingon kag shit.
On air to.
On air ba to?
Pero
ko, unsa to hitabo atong anong suko kay ka.
Pero kana lang. Murag maglisod kog ingon og fuck. Shit lang siguro. O sa pa ba? Shimata.
Daw, man ako daw.
Mana ka? My gosh.
Siguro man ako gitaro ang mga table, tapos ibutangan ako transition. Ang animation.
So, saan to man eh. Tama, edit na lang ko, be. Sige na mo kong tabi. Sorry kayo dahil.
Tira daw mo eh. That's the purpose of this LS. Yung mutabi. Nagtanong ka sa LS?
Katawa, di gusto kong sarili.
Na ito watching.
Dahil, nanay, 3 steps to build a strong personal brand in 2020. Think Marketing Podcast 022. Hello? Tanaw na to.
Sige.
27 minutes siya.
Buhatag script.
Pero kung anong sana to na yung script?
Okay, para on niya kay mag-recording na lang kita. Di mo na ta, di ba? Ma-upload na lang to.
Gitanaw na ko tong Vlog Brothers ba? I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Kuya ka, sila magyud ang murag, isa sila sa mga fathers of YouTube.
Dugay na sila?
13 years ago.
What? Really?
Nag-start sila sa YouTube. Bali, pag-start sa YouTube, ito sila. Murag sila ang mga first content creators sa YouTube.
Ba?
You know what they did?
What?
Sa first, naisip na ako nga, sige, we're just starting. Diba? We're just starting. So what do we want to become? So I want to be like Vlog Brothers. I want to be like Chris Tuckman. So, I want to be like Jaden Animations, like the Add Ones Out. So, tanaw na to. Ilang pinakauna nga video. Mo to akong gibot, si Vlog Brothers sa, gipangitan niya ko yung, grabe, 13 years ago. Yeah, ilang first video.
Kuya, dugayan,
Niya 100k views lang. Dili kabot og million views ilang first nga mga video. Dili kabot og million. Ito. Ang very first video nila kay January 1, 2006. 2007, I think. January 1. Tapos they started ba? Parang nagbuhat sa si Hank Green man to. Si Hank Green o si John Green. Web something man tong profession ni Hank. And then writer po siya. Yeah, we all know John Green.
Yeah.
So brothers na sila. Tapos they made a series ba, Brotherhood 2.0. So na-inspire lang po sila somebody, na-inspire sila somebody niya, gibuhat to nila. Ang ilang way, mag-communicate, ang intro kay, nag-pledge sila ba nga they will communicate through video. I-upload nila sa YouTube.
Like what we're doing
so
now?
Day one. Ano gani ko, we're on track. Pero mas kuan ni ato mas taas. Kay ilaha January 1 si Hank. Ana siya, hi, good morning John, ana siya. Storya na siya, we start I wanted to start this video lang atong kuan, pwede pud ka mag-punishment kung dili ka makasend or mga challenges Tapos mga 3 minutes lang. Dili ka about 5 minutes ilang mga video dahil. Katong start good. Tapos, pagka January 2, si John na po, mana siya, good morning Hank. I am here sa balay sa atong parents. Nanindot kayo ang lugar. So next day, si Hank na po. Hi, good morning John. Hantod, nag-end ang year. They did that every day until December 31. Tapos wala pa na ako gusto na ko siya binge watch. Pero murag in the process ba ilang ginabuhat good. Nato naga exchange na sila video. Hello? During the process of exchanging videos, nakabuhat sila community. Ito Nerd Fighter. Nerd Fighter. Tapos antod sa, nagkanta sila sa ilang end. Akong kita na lang kay January 1, tapos something in between, tapos ang ilang last na video sa katong series.
Every day for the whole year?
Every day. But nga nila og date. Tapos makita nimo kano sa gi-upload siya the day after.
Tapos
date
start
sa title.
January 1.
From January 1 to December 31.
How nice.
So na sila 365 na ka-video in 1 year. Tapos along the way they built a community. Nana sila yung fan base tungod ato. Pero vlog siya. So gastorya sa video. Magstorya gid sila. Kung unsa tong giingon ni Hank the day before to bago ni John the next day.
Exchange day sila?
exchange sila ba? Pulihanay lang sila. So, nay ma-release si Hank. Pagkaugma si John. The next day, si Hank na po.
Tapos 3 minutes
Inana. Di kaabot 5 minutes. Ilang ginastoryahan.
It's amazing.
Gusto na ko siya i-binge watch actually. Let's watch it together?
Yeah, sure. Now?
Not now. Maybe later. Let's just finish this.
Yeah, also pag naglungan na ka?
Naluto na actually. Pag na-inspire ko, we're on the right track. But we're making kita, sige, di na to ni putlon dahil. Dapat everyday mag-LS yun ta. So, kita, nag-communicate lang ta, storya. Sila kay kato, lagi exchange. So, dali lang tanawon, makitaan sa tao. Moni. Tapos, abangan manggod na. Abangan sa tao ba? Sige, next. Abangan nila, ugma na po. Na po i-click. Kita sa karon, what lang tagkuan?
LS. Tapos,
what lang
later on,
sige lang tag-LS. Later on, make clips about what we talked about in the LS. But nga natog date. Hindi natubot nag-date from LS number kuan. Title ang title sa title na to, and then asa siya gikan nga LS. So we will marag isa na sa tong intro ba nga kana. The best way to maintain a long distance relationship is constant communication.
Yes.
So naga-communicate me, we're putting it on YouTube, our communications.
Yes.
And the good thing about knowing that our conversations are public, we are mindful about what we say. So we avoid fights.
Yeah.
We avoid arguments. Tungod kay mindful sa atong ginastorya. Na siya. So this is a good way to maintain a long distance relationship.
Yes.
And in our talks, we talk about anything. We review movies, current events.
Wala pa na ito na-review itong movies pa. Duhan pa buo. Plus katong The Last Dance.
Gani. Kalimot na ta. Maybe we should watch it again, or I don't. Gusto niyo mo tanaw no sab.
Kalimot na ka sa story?
Okay pa man ko sa Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay pa man.
Okay laman. Okay raman.
Ang katong Dead Poets kay twice naman po ito lang ko. Ikaw, twice na yung Mrs. Doubtfire, di ba?
Twice ang Mrs. Doubtfire. Lagi, i-register man ko nimo sa 51 Talk, no? Akong number ay mong gigamit. Sige, text ako.
Ang sa ingon?
Be a 51 Talk teacher in 3 days. If you would like to be prioritized in the processing of your application, message me via Skype. Live, Rosalind_Achas.
Well, we can't
If you're not interested, reply not interested and the reason to 0921-450-0072. This will stop all calls and text from 51 Talk. Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Sayang na wala mo Skype din lang.
Tululit.
Sa daw. Sige na dong, ayusan na yung script dong.
Okay na ta. Sige. Let's read this over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, practice it para. Kadugan kay di na ka mabulol kay sanay na ka.
Ah,
Mag-exercise na
we need
yung
to hire
mukha.
we need to hire actors. Kapoy. I'm the one with the ideas. I'm the one with the ideas. I should not be doing this.
Okay. What do you want me to do? Edit
Ay,
everything
nako.
and then narrate.
Ay, nako. Sige. Okay, I'm gonna edit this, then I'm gonna cook my dinner. Okay.
Wait
Hi,
lang.
Jai.
Someone's
Welcome to
calling
my...
me. Wait lang. Hello?
Hi, Jai. Welcome
Yes,
to
good
my channel.
afternoon. Okay. You're outside? Okay, wait. Dong, magawas ako ha kay na delivery. You go practice, okay?
Careful, Jai. Disinfect.
Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, bye-bye.
Hi, Jai. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to estimate how much quarterly rewards the Crowd One affiliates will receive this coming June 15, 2020. So if you're curious how much your potential income is, then this video is for you. Recently, there is a video circulating on YouTube about how to compute your C1 rewards value. This is their sample computation. Next. All values shown in this sample computation are only assumptions. So I decided to make a rough estimate on how much will be the actual C1 rewards value. As you can see in your screen, the formula is 40% divided by the total number of C1 rewards. So our task is to find out the actual 40% and the actual total number of C1 rewards. First, let's find the 40%. This is a pie chart representing the distribution of profits in crowd 1. %20 goes back to crowd 1 as company running costs. 40% goes to the crowd 1 network as a long-term residual income. Then the other 40% will be shared between all crowd 1 affiliates as crowd 1 rewards. As we all know, crowd 1 already released its residual income last May 15, 2020, Central European Time. So we'll just have to calculate how much the total C1 residual income that was released by crowd 1, and that would be more or less equal to the value of the total crowd 1 rewards to be released this coming June 15, 2020. We were given this data showing the actual residual income received per rank. So we just have to find out how many people are in each rank. We all know as of now, Crowd 1 has a total of 5.25 million members worldwide. Assuming that the perfect power of 2 strategy was implemented, let's just say let's just say the first member of round one signed up two people, and those two people signed up two people each, which makes four people. Then those four people signed up two people each, which becomes eight people. And it goes on up to 22 levels. That would give us of a total of 4,494,303 members. We stopped at this level because the next level would yield 8 million members, which is greater than the actual 5.25 million members. Given these assumptions, we were able to project how many members are in each rank. These are the number of members in each rank. So, so we will so we will just multiply the number of members in each rank by the amount they received last May 15, 2020. These are the results. To sum it all up, this is the estimated total number this is the estimated total amount released by Crowd1 as residual income. This is the first 40%, so we can just assume that this will also be the amount to be released this coming June 15, 2020. Going back to the formula, we already have this value. All we need to do is to estimate the total number of C1 rewards we were able to ask. We were able to ask four members their actual number of C1 rewards. They are Team Leader 2, which had 1,048 C1 rewards, Coordinator 3, which had 16,118 C1 rewards, Manager 2, which had
Hi, John.
48,834, and lastly, Director 1, which had 184,783 C1 rewards. In order to fill in the missing values of C1 rewards in the other ranks, we used an exponential equation. Y is equal to AB raised to x. There are corresponding values for each variable. Now that we have the estimated number of C1 rewards per rank, we will just multiply the number of multiply it. Kapag balik ng storya.
Gandang gambare.
We will just multiply it to the number of people in each rank. Sum up those values and we will get the total number of C1 rewards, which is 4,270,000. Ingon pa na po ni.
Dili, ingon lang 4 billion ka na kuan na whole number. Unsa na? Dili, ayon na ano exactly good.
4.27 billion.
Oh, ana.
Mana lang mo. Okay. Now, we have the total number of C1 rewards. Going back to the formula, 40% divided by the total number of C1 rewards equals earnings per C1 reward. We already have the 40% and we already have the total number of C1 rewards. So we will just substitute the estimated values and we get 0.000603 euros per C1 reward. And there you have it. The
And there you
estimated.
have it. Ito dapat to.
Wala na lang, and there you have it. C1 reward. And just to satisfy our curiosity, we took the liberty of multiplying the amount we got to the estimated number of C1 rewards per rank. And these are the estimated June 15 income per rank in euros. Show. Before I end this video, I would just like to emphasize that this is only a rough estimate. The actual number of C1 rewards varies with respect to the efforts of each member. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more calculations, consider subscribing. Thank you and bye, Dan.
Bye, Dong.
It's okay. 2 pages na lang siya. Pero ang next ba, hindi na ako mabutang. Kalimot na ako sa itsura sa kuwan.
Ipasa man ako sa imo, di ba?
Gani ang rough. Tagay na lang kung kuwan, di. Palihog.
Sa?
Kanang sa tawag ano. New. The new normal.
Asan ako isend? Gmail? Drive?
Iibutang dito sa drive. Ano tayo folder, di ba? Saan mo ni?
Sige to.
PDF.
Beep, 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 beep. Okay, Dong. Mana Dong? Uploaded na Dong.
Loaded na. Sige. DFTBA. Don't forget to be awesome.
Sa DFTBA? Ano mo na ba?
Sa Vlog Brothers.
Don't forget to be awesome.
Sabihin mo, thank you, Shopee. Sabihin mo, thank you,
Gago.
Shopee.
Oops! Oh my god, I swore on live though.
Ikaw ba?
Live recording.
Sabihin mo, malaking sweldo ng engineer. Sabihin mo, malaking sweldo ng engineer. How to edit without cutting?
Cutting what?
Tanong sa tanin, baby. Okay lang ka diya. Mo na ni Ron na sugdan na niya akong YouTube ba.
Pero pag dinner na ha, pag dinner ni mo kay mag-break ta.
Mag-break.
Kaya magpabugnaw po ko.
Unsay, what did I do? Ano mag-break?
Sa tong LS to. I will never break up with you. You're stuck with me forever.
Sad. Ay, sad.
Wailain lagi kanto.
Take it back.
Huh?
Why would I be sad?
Yeah, you should be happy. Okay, daw ay wala may enthusiasm mo eh.
Nanatay fan day.
Kinsa?
Si Isabella Sedano.
Kinsa man
na gawaran ko niya og Sun Life na insurance. We talked about things. I want to hear about it, pero malagi nag-prepare naman ta ning LSO, I just stopped.
Kinsa man na siya?
I stopped
Friendly
her.
mo?
Lower year na ko din. Murag, batch nila Leia, nila Karen.
Who are they?
Katong mga, katong lower years na ko. Katong sa ano, katong gituduan
TN?
ako sa, oo, kato.
Ah.
Nagdalas ako sa tingin. Pero batch sila, pero dili sila barkada kayo.
What did you
She
say?
is a Yusana associate,
Hmm.
pero nag-kuhaan po siya Sun Life. Financial advisor siya sa Sun Life. So let's watch this because it's interesting
Okay.
and it features your crush bow. Kasi mo siya, don't think.
Kinsa?
Si Bo ba?
No, didn't ako siya crush. I just love the movie. And I love them, all the characters. Ano mo na video daw?
How to add
1917.
in-camera editing. You need to watch this. We need to watch this. Para kabalo kung sa ang camera movement and then you know how to edit it.
Okay, ready?
1,
2, 3, go.
In this scene towards the beginning of 1917, our two main characters receive instructions about the mission they're being sent on.
You have a brother, a lieutenant in the 2nd Devons.
Yes, sir. Joseph Blake, is he?
Alive, as far as I know. And with your help, I'd like to keep it that way.
These characters stand with their backs to the camera. We can see the general's face, and then we can see the map.
We are here.
At this moment, the general's face and the map are more important to see than the main characters' faces. But after he delivers the information,
He is convinced he has them on the run. That if he can break their lines now, he will turn the tide. He is wrong.
we want to see how they react. In a normal film, you would simply cut to a reverse angle here. But director Sam Mendes can't, because 1917 is a film made to look as if it has no cuts. So how do you edit a scene without cutting? This video is sponsored by Mubi. Mubi is an online curated cinema. Get your free trial today at mubi.com/thomasflight. All of the actual cuts between shots in 1917 are hidden. The place where most of these cuts happen is fairly easy to spot if you're paying attention. The most obvious clue is when objects pass between the camera and the characters. Anytime this happens, there's an opportunity for a hidden cut. Most of the other cuts are hidden using visual effects stitching. But these hidden cuts are not the kind of editing in 1917 that I want to talk about in this video. Back to the mission briefing.
He's wrong.
How do you shift to a reaction shot here without cutting? Well, you could move the camera around 180 degrees, but Sam Mendes and cinematographer Roger Deakins use a bit of blocking and camera movement to get that reaction shot.
Colonel Mackenzie has not seen these aerials of the enemy's new line. Come around here, gentlemen.
Okay, bawi na kong kalimbang sa mga
3 miles
YouTuber.
deep, field fortifications, defenses, artillery, the like of which we've never seen before.
So akong ginakalimbang lang kay
The second are due to
kailangan
attack
akong
the line shortly after dawn tomorrow.
The whole purpose of the
Balen
second
sila.
map, this line of dialogue,
Come around here, gentlemen.
and the blocking movement is to set up a reaction shot.
tuyok sila.
This scene is one
So,
continuous
paano
shot,
sila?
but within that shot are all these compositions. The camera and blocking, working
Wala
together
pa
to
sila
move
ba?
between these compositions, are essentially taking the place of editing in the scene. Because 1917 is about a journey, the delicate balance is showing the characters and their reactions along with the environment they're progressing through. We want to see what they're approaching to establish the environment and build anticipation and suspense, but we also want to see how they react and their faces when they're talking so we can emotionally connect with them. But transitioning between these perspectives is not as simple as just moving the camera. For one thing, spinning around back and forth constantly would be dizzying, and for the most part, Mendes and Deakins avoid freely moving the camera just to get a different angle like we see them do here. Instead, they give the camera a sense of momentum that is motivated by the action within the scene. As Roger Deakins said in an interview with American Cinematographer, we always wanted to feel connected to the characters. Obviously, we had no option to cut to a reaction, so if we had to see a reaction, we had to justify that move and find the optimal place to start so we could build the move into the choreography of the action. You can build those moves into the choreography with a sound, or the movement of a character or object within the frame, like this rat. Watch how the movement of the rat carries the camera around the room so we can see the environment.
Where's Major Stevenson?
Sometimes the characters stop, but the forward momentum of the camera is what carries it around the characters.
Next dugout.
This choice to ground the camera's movement in the momentum of the environment meant that Mendes and Deakins had to be thinking like editors, creating actions and blocking that gave the camera opportunities to move into the compositions they needed for the story. In some places, the actual set is structured to allow the camera to make a necessary change of position. Here the camera faces the characters so we can see them as they talk.
No, because you haven't got 10 bob.
But in a moment, the camera will need to be behind them so we can see the person they're about to meet. So a corner is designed into the set for this moment to allow the camera move to be made. As you can imagine, this was a complicated process that involved building the length of the trench sets to match the timing of conversations and story beats. Deakins and Mendes do occasionally use unmotivated camera movement, but this is largely reserved for moments where they want to emphasize a subjective emotion within the story. To illustrate this, I'll have to get into spoiler territory, so consider yourself warned. In this moment after nightfall, the camera fully separates from our protagonist, representing the untethered feeling he experiences in that moment. Here, the camera spins around our characters as their world spins out of control.
No, I can't! Now! We have to get to an aid post. I can't!
I'll carry you. It isn't very far.
Just bring a doctor here!
And again, here the camera spins as Schofield struggles to communicate in French.
Trees.
Okay, confused siya.
Close up.
The more surreal and heightened the moment, the more independent the camera's movement is of the on-screen action.
I'm traveling through this world of woe.
Because they're limiting when and why they make camera moves, like I showed you at the beginning, they often rely on blocking instead of a camera move to give us reaction and POV shots. A great example of this is when the main characters advance through no man's land. To build suspense and establish the environment, it's necessary to mostly keep the camera oriented towards what the characters are approaching. So bits of blocking are added to give us a glimpse of their faces, like when they look back at a dead horse or take cover behind a mound of dirt. Another example is this moment. Having Schofield overshoot the entrance and look around up here positions him so that we can see his face
This might be a way through.
during this dialogue exchange. In this scene, it would normally make sense at this moment to cut to an insert shot or over-the-shoulder shot where we could see the photo. But Mendes can't do that, and it would be too much motion to get the camera around and back. Plus, it's important to stay on their faces here dramatically. Yet he still wants to give the audience a chance to see the photo. His solution is to have the character look at the photo again later when the camera has had a chance to travel around to the other side. Just because 1917 doesn't have traditional editing doesn't mean that the usual functions editing provides in storytelling can be thrown out. As Deakins said, it was important that the viewer wasn't left wanting a reaction shot or a wide shot, which are so very easy to incorporate into a scene when you can simply cut. This kind of in-camera editing to switch between compositions has been done by filmmakers for decades, but 1917 provided its creators with a unique level of challenge by relying on that method entirely. And I think Mendes and Deakins expertly used choreography, set design, and cinematography to make up for the lack of editing in the film. Mubi takes a different approach to streaming services. It's a heavily curated library, and it operates almost like an online cinema. When we have a bunch of extra time right now and almost unlimited options for things to watch, it can be really difficult to figure out what to watch or to find something new to watch. Mubi takes a different approach by adding a new film every day to its rotating catalog of 30 films. Each day you can see what film they add and why they thought it was worth adding to their curated list. So if you're looking for something new and interesting to watch, I definitely recommend you check out Mubi. You can try it free for 30 days when you go to
Website siya dahil nga.
movie.com/thomasflight.
May mga movies.
Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank my Patreon supporters. If you're interested in supporting my channel via Patreon, you can go to
Ano sa datong movie?
Movie.com ba? MUBI.com.
Mga movies na ano din.
Oh, tapos
Discover
kuan.
a new handpicked film every day. We partnered with Thomas Flight to offer you 30 days free. Ano to?
We should.
We should sign up for free.
SpaceX Crew Dragon is the most anticipated launch of the year. Yeah. I'm anticipating it myself. Anyways, i-download na ito na kung pandi.
Sa?
PowerPoint. PowerPoint.
PowerPoint.
May teacher ba? 2 points. 3 points.
3 points.
Oh, ninduta ni Joy.
Pag-shoot sa mo. Very high school.
Lagi.
Aww, are you being genuine?
Dili.
Okay.
Bawian na nako. Ikuan.
Lamihan yun, lemon and butterfish.
Kapuya dito, no? Kanang
Say kapoy.
mo ni akong gusto. Mo ni akong gusto na ano na content. Kanang magtudlo kog math ba? Magtudlo kog math pero nindot yang pagka-present. Dili kay kana naga-solve lang. Umugod na. Umugod na akong kuan, mo na ang mainstream. Kanang naitao tas naga-solve siya. Ina na ang math tutorials. Gusto na ko kay kanang seamless siya ba?
So same naman ang kuan i-upload ba?
Ha? Gusto na ko seamless siya pero ang problema na dugi mga 1 week. 1 week ka maka-upload og isa ka problem. So dapat pilion nimo ang kanang problem nga kanang relevant jud kay siya nga problem. Kanang magamit sa tao bag kung ma-solve nimo ni daghan jud pas daghan magpasalamat sa imo kung i-solve nimo ni nga problem.
Kaya man na to.
Pero kanay lagi ka nang buhatan pa siya script and then i-sequence jud ang thoughts. Yan ba so mao nang advantage sa mga math tutors sa YouTube kay ngano. Nag-solve lang sila so they can produce videos every day. Kay mag-solve lang sila sa problem. Produce na, okay na. Pero ako dili na ako gusto nga inanaon.
Yeah.
Gusto na ako kanang
mag script, mag-edit pa ka, mag-record pa ka, mag-edit pa ka sa video.
Nang kuan. That's the dilemma. So kuan yun di mo. So ba na? I think I would live with that problem. Once a week lang maka-upload.
Okay naman na. At least regular.
Saka problem. So, if you want me to solve a problem, leave a comment down below. If there's a problem you want me to solve, leave a comment down below.
Yeah, we'll solve it for you.
Next video. You want some behind the scenes squad? ano din. Consider donating in my Patreon account.
Ano yung picture yun?
So, na tayo behind the scenes. Pwede na, no? Sa ako ang channel ba? Pwede na ba?
Patreon or katong magpa-member?
Patreon. Pwede man sa Patreon. Kuhaan man gud sa Patreon kay monthly pod siya. Pwede pod magpa-member sa YouTube. Katong na-join.
Gani.
Pwede pod. Pero anbot lang. Pero man, pwede pod Patreon. Pina-restock man. Sa Patreon
Mga
siya.
Patreon, mapagod. Pati ang mga podcasters, sila mga Patreon.
Oh, pero ang 'di ba ang advantage sa Patreon, napo kay buhaton dito. Mga behind the scenes pa diha or special ka ng problem nga i-solve lang nimo on the spot. Pwede na ba, di ba?
Yeah. Kaya ang mga members na ang maka-access, mga journeys, mag-donate sa Patreon daw.
Mag-donate. Regularly sila ga-donate, di ba? Dili kay ka
Ay,
no.
donors.
Doni.
Ikaw gayang doni.
Beneficiary. Benefactor, beneficiary.
Benefactor, ang gibeneffitan kay beneficiary.
Say na. So, should we take a break?
Yeah. We should.
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen. You go eat your
I
dinner.
I forgot about this. I'm gonna tell you. Oh no. I forgot to tell you. Cher recommended a Korean series.
Yeah. Reply 98?
Yeah. Kabalo lagi ka?
Yeah, because everybody and their grandmothers are watching that show.
Everybody and their grandmothers. Nindot daw siya dahil.
Nindot siya dahil is, kanang kung taga-bukid, dud ka daw, kang related ka. Parang bukid style view. Na kanang lifestyle, dud sa, kanang mag-share og pagkaon, ng mga neighbors, ano.
Pila na ka episodes? Kabalo day ka?
Kita na ko ana sa uno, katong hilig pa kong Korean, my gosh. Years ago, pagod na ang Zoom.
Daan day na?
Wait lang, i-search na ko.
Sabi na kong bago. Reply 88? 1988?
2015.
Kabalo lagi ka day? Yawa di mo.
Kabalo ko kayo.
Pila ka episode?
K-drama sa una. 16 man yata.
Tama, the usual size of a...
20 di 20 episodes.
The usual size.
1 hour, di ba? Isa ka episode.
Should we try to watch that?
You want to?
Ay, kita na ba?
Kita na ka?
Recommended ni Cher.
Wala pa. Pero wala na ko siya nahuman. Na-spoil ko sa ending. Hindi ko ba nahan sa ending?
Kabalo gyud ako kahatod karon. Lugyan mo.
Pero okay naman, gusto ka. You can watch it.
Let's watch it after mahurot nato ni mga videos.
Sige.
Kana to i-focus.
Hindi talaga tayo si Cher. Mura ni sikat tungkol siya doon.
Magkano siya
sa
i-recommend?
Netflix. Nag-trending yata siya kay naan sa Netflix. Pero dugi na gina 2015 pa.
Grabe kayang fan. It's like Netflix daw. Ano siya share ba? About sa crowd 1 ba? Mura lang kung nag-Netflix nga. Imbis na maadto ka sa, magbayad kag ticket na maadto ka sa sinihan, you can watch it in the comfort of your own home.
Yeah.
Diba? You paid for it. Kailan ka ni Netflix?
Ambot?
500 naman.
For it. Para sa ito ako daw. Marami nga na siguro. Depende sa imong kuan.
Or speaking of Parasite, na video so kato si something. Katong kita na ito ba na siya about Parasite kaya editing Parasite.
Thomas White.
Pila ko editor siya.
Basi.
Kaya murag edit yung mga videos. Ana lang man good na good sa YouTube. Kunang puntahay na kay ano. Alam, gusto lang nimo. You just want to put your ideas out there ba?
Tong kita kaning Baby Driver scene 1 breakdown.
Wala pa. I-save na, be. Ay,
How
tanaw na
Edgar
taon
Wright
na.
sets up Baby Driver. First scene.
Sige. I-watch later na. Ay, tanaw na to. So, sige na, magluto ko. Nga mag-charge. Yan na lang ako ibutnan og kanong next like dapat nako ibutang ang PowerPoint sa akong fab para makabasa ko sa script habang ginatanaw na ko ang PowerPoint.
Okay. Sige, Dong. Let's take a break.
So let's take a break.
Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in. We are 1 hour 35 minutes in. Okay.
Oh.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We'll be back later.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.